What's going on, everybody? It's Brian, and in this video I'll be showing you the new music player that comes with iOS 5 on the iPad. So here is the iPad first generation. Here is the icon right here. You can see that the iPod icon has been replaced with the music icon that you would usually find on the iPod Touch. And here's what the app itself looks like. It's completely different. The layout is different and everything. And previously it would look similar to iTunes on your computer. Here it looks completely different. Maybe this gives us a glimpse as to what iTunes 11 might look like, but for now this is the new media player on the iPad. So you have your usual scrolling list. You get your song title, your artist name, your album name, and the length of the song. In the bottom left you'll see a store button. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so I could give you a little closer look at this. So at the bottom here you can see that we have a store button. Tapping on this will take you directly to the iTunes store where you can purchase more music. Next to that we have a playlist button, and that will show you any of your playlists that you currently have. Now since I'm here, let me go ahead and show you the way to actually add a playlist. So in the upper right there is a new button which allows you to add a new playlist, so you could type the name of it. So for instance, I'll just call this a test, save it, here's your playlist, and then it'll allow you to add your songs that you like. I'm going to go back to playlists, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can delete this. So currently I can't figure out how I could delete this playlist, so we'll leave it we'll leave it right there. So back to the bottom here you can see that we have a button for songs, and this will take you to a screen where you can just view all of your songs at once. Next to songs we have artists, which lets you browse your songs by artist, and it will also show you their album art as well. I'll just leave the camera right here. Next up is albums, which is pretty much the same view, but it sorts it by album title instead of by artist. And next we have a More tab, which allows you to sort your music by your genre as well as by composers. I usually leave it at songs because when I listen to music on my iPad I just pick a song and start playing it randomly. So at the top is our new little control interface, so I will actually zoom in over here to show you some more of these things. So here you can see that we have our three little control buttons. We have rewind, pause, and fast forward. That's what the play button looks like. And here is our now playing interface. Here we can see the album art. Here we can enable repeat. And then here we have our little scrubber bar, but you can't, oh yes you can. You will be able to tap on it and move it around. And at the top of the player you can see the artist, the song title, and the album. And then over here we have the shuffle button. This will allow you to turn on the shuffle feature. Next to that we have the Genius button, which allows you to instantly create a playlist based on the song that you're listening to. It'll pretty much add songs that are similar to that song that you were previously listening to. Then here we have the volume slider. Of course my iPad is in silent mode, so that's why nothing is playing. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the album art. This is going to take you to the album art screen, similar to the iOS 4 experience. And tapping on the album art will sort of move it back a little bit and bring in a little control interface, which is very similar to the usual thing that you see here. It's just a little bit darker. I'm going to go ahead and choose a different album that has sort of a brighter album art so that it looks a little better. So we will choose Avenged Sevenfold. So pretty much the same interface here as well. You have your same buttons, same layout and everything, as you can see there. So overall okay, this is a little bit different. You could actually swipe through your album art on your screen and it will actually play some more songs based on the artist. So that's a little bit different. That's sort of a nice little touch, and you can see that the app actually just crashed. So This is the first beta, so crashing should be expected, but that was just a quick look at the media player in iOS 5 for the iPad. I don't really like it. To me, it looks sort of dumb. I like the original design better. I'm sure the more I use this, the more I'll, learn to like it, but for the most part, I like the previous version of the music player a lot better. But that's it with the video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.